Hey, you wonderful weirdos. Welcome back to another new comic book day haul-in review. Unfortunately, we only got 4 books. I only saw 4 books that I kind of wanted to read. So, no good or bad. They were kind of all okay. So let's just show you a coffee promo and jump into it. Deadpool and Wolverine. So if you don't know, this is going to be kind of a sequel to a comic book series that came out a while ago, called Executioner Song. And we're kind of following up on that, bringing back our villain from them. And this kind of doesn't do what normally happens, where there's this kind of consistent comedic joking going on. It actually gets kind of serious as Deadpool gets taken over, and kind of Wolverine is there to kind of stop him from doing bad things, right? How does that work out in the end? I could care less. I'm not a real big fan of the Executioner Song, nor the particular villain in this one. Personally, the run was kind of generic, but all in all, for an updated version of it, it wasn't that bad. It started off kind of funny, and it does have some quibs in it, but that's about it. Other than that, it's just a basic read. Next up on the list, we got the Atom Project. So DC, with its kind of relaunch of the All-In series, we kind of deal with this. And something that I think kind of needs to be reminded over and over again each time we review one of these is some heroes have lost their powers and other people have gotten powers, like normies, right? And one of the people that suffered this was Captain Atom. Luckily, the Atoms, because there's 2 of them now, are on the case to try to figure it out, to get him back his powers, because reasons. And also kind of scoop up all these other people that are kind of suffering from these new superpowers and how to control them. Some of them don't know how to, some of them are suffering, so they're rounding them up and putting them in I don't want to say a jail, because that would probably be insensitive, but they're just rounding them up. We'll put it that way, especially a 10-year-old kid. This comes off more like a spy manhunt type of story kind of thing. And it's okay for that. Like, I enjoyed it, but I can see where other people are like, this is boring. So, again, not high on the recommendation list, but if you're part of that All-In universe and everything that's going on, you kind of want a cohesive All-In story, this is probably going to need to kind of fill in some of the gaps there, as it kind of explains why some people are getting these powers and why some heroes are losing powers. Next, Absolute Superman. So I'm liking this. I like this. And this isn't my normal type of gig. I'm not real big on political current issues and classism and things like that. I don't find those things particularly interesting. But the way they're doing it in this, everything taking place on Krypton, yeah, you can see parallels with reality and, of course, the fictional story inside of it, or at least what some people perceive as the current issues. What I like about this is the curiosity of the young man and the best way for him to find his kind of own way, because everything's kind of structured and organized on Krypton to where you're part of a guild, and that's where you get like a lot of your education, and the certain higher classed ones. However, we also learned that the ruling class, if you will, kind of knows that Krypton's blowing up and it's about to disappear, while we'll call them the L's for right now, Superman's family, kind of knew, and they're trying to warn people. One gets arrested, wife comes and saves him. They're going to jump on their own ship and hopefully bring some other people. So we may be experiencing something where a lot of these Kryptonians in the Absolute universe are actually in different parts of space now, instead of doing the thing they did in the old school comic books where they just shrunk the city and stuck it in a bottle. That was a thing. So yeah, I dig it for that. I dig the way the guild, somebody's kind of breaking away from the guild. He wants to be a writer versus having a computer do it. Kind of wants to learn on his own 2 feet instead of going through a structuralized class. I get that. People learn different ways, and that I did enjoy it for that. And last, we get Galactus transforms Hulk to be his herald in this one, in this What If series. this was kind of weird. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but for the most part, I did enjoy it because I love a good Hulk story. So, Hulk, Bruce Banner, right, becomes the herald of Galactus, and he has to travel around through the universe and kind of warn planets and prep planets for Galactus to come eat them. But when he goes generally as Bruce Banner, people kind of push back, right? And when they push Bruce Banner too far, he kind of hulks out and starts destroying everything. That's interesting. I like that aspect of it. But what happens when the Avengers get involved? Nothing good. Nothing good. So that's your comic book haul and review. Happy New Year to everybody out there. I hope y'all got your comic book goals set up as we're going into con season. And I hope to see you at some of those as we kind of go into the year a little bit more especially Planet Con, Heroes Con, maybe one other con. I don't know. I'm thinking about a third con this year. Definitely let me know which one I should consider down in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next week. Bye.